merciless at best.
What's up, guys? It's I, the Crypto Otaku, back yet again for some more Crypto Chaos and the news. Guys, they're sitting at $95,000 Bitcoin. As soon as we opened the live, look at this, right out the gate. Japan just opened. They're ready to trade. They're ready to buy the rest of what's left. There's not much left, guys. Not much left on the OTC open desk. What is going up with the stream tonight? I noticed some weird stuff happening. Let's see if everything's going okay. It seems to be okay so far. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? A little bit less on the lighting here. Get a little bit more there. You can see my messed up hair. I probably need a haircut. How's it going, guys? Super Danny in the house. A new intro. Maybe not quite working properly. Intro. I don't know. I'm not sure. Strawberry Dragons. What is up? Yo, Otaku. How's it going, guys? Excited for the live tonight. It's gonna be fun. Hey, Danny. Yes. Strawberry. Chaotic greetings, everyone. Yes, everyone, welcome to the Chaos Hour of the evening for crypto. You're looking at it. You're looking at it. Yeah. I'm getting ready, guys. I'm getting ready. It's going to be a long night. It's going to be another long night. What's up, everyone? We're almost getting into the no sleep zone. The no sleep zone. I even brought JASMY Chan back. For this, of course, tonight we've got some news on JASMY. Got to talk about the roadmap, and I got to get my words straight. Jeez, Milk Money, how's it going, Milk Money? Yeah, Milk Money. I want to shout out to you, man. Yeah, again, I'm happy that I'm here to bring you at least a safe space for the the crypto audiences out there, like yourself. I know there's a lot of places out there. It gets a little heated. It gets a little. Uncomfortable, if you will. And I'm happy I can at least keep a safe space for you. What's up, everyone? Yeah, time for some updates. We got a lot of updates tonight. Yeah, some big stuff. Big news. I don't know if you guys heard, about 3 or 4 hours ago, we had a big blackout in Europe. So they're without electricity, a large portion of Europe. From what I heard, I still haven't even dived into that yet. I'm just trying to unpack all the news happening today. I'm pumped. Let's go. Let's go. Checked in safe here. Yes. Awesome. Sounds great. All right, guys. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right. Let's clean up the dancing mascots. Yeah, we got a bunch tonight. I went a little overboard on the dancing mascots tonight. There we go. All right, guys. Of course, I am tired of winning. As I remind you guys every single day.
You may even get tired of winning.
You guys so tired of winning.
Please, too much winning. Can't take it anymore.
Yeah, and Godzilla, I'm just waiting for Godzilla, man. I want him to stomp around and just stop me from winning. All right, guys. So let's unpack everything. If you guys didn't catch the morning update, I, of course, want to recap where we were last night, where we are today. Of course, last night, this is Monday. Friday, wow. Friday night, we, of course, threw this up here. No one else does this kind of crazy shit. I'm pretty crazy. I don't know. I don't understand how it works. Of course, we're, of course, predicting the markets through Crypto Chaos magic every single night here. And yeah, I was feeling more base case and bullish on Friday, but we actually played into our bear case, rolling closer into ending up into our base case towards the end of the day here on, of course, the open for the markets. The markets actually opened back in here, so I didn't actually go as far as I wanted to, but yeah, I could say it kind of landed on my base case. I'm not giving this to myself though. Of course, Crypto Chaos Magic will show us, but yeah, I of course edited this later. This morning I implied that we were going to do something like this, and here we go, playing right into that. Can we get above 95 though? That's the big question. I think the top we hit today was 95.5 in the intraday trading after the market opened. We fell down, and since then we're trying to retrace. This right here, of course, I shouted this out to you guys earlier. Watch the U.S., of course, settle the ETFs at 3 p.m. There it is. That big bump right there was just the ETFs inflow alone, bringing the price of Bitcoin up by 1.25%, about $1,000 worth well, $1,200 worth roughly today. So again, this little bump happens every single day. If you look back at all the price action, right around 3 p.m. is when the ETF settled for the day. And yeah, I just like to, of course, shout that one out every time I see it. But anyway, let's get into the rest of the chat. How's it going? How's it going? Everyone is good? Okay, good to go. All right, let's get into the metrics, guys, as we do every single day. I've got, of course, the whole lineup for you. Whole lineup, bringing you, of course, the the charts, the live book map for free. That's right, brought to you by Kimba, the White Snow Lion, anime reference for those who know. Don't pay for something, get free, guys. Don't just roll that into your stack and just keep stacking your crypto assets. Don't pay for something you get for free, especially when you're looking at Bitcoin. All right, so what are we looking at here tonight? Well, it looks like Bitcoin right now is topping out at this wall, but the plus side is, even though we're hitting the wall right now, the bottom seems to get closer and closer and stronger, with right now sitting at about $90,000 strong for the bottom wall. Yeah, we're stuck between 90,000 and 96K. 95.5, somewhere around that range. That's where we topped off, right? So that's what we're looking at tonight for Bitcoin's price action. We got to break through the wall. Either one, I don't care. Just do something different. Of course, Elmo welcomes the pain right there, right around 91K. All right. Let's get into it, guys. Let's get into the rest of the news and the metrics and all the things we got for you today. Let's go. The U.S. national debt currently sitting at $36,783 billion. Not slowing down. Can't stop, won't stop. We won't stop spending money, borrowing money. It's not really spending money. It's borrowing money. We keep borrowing more and more and more debt. All right. So, yeah. So, world debt clocks also. It's been a while since we dived into here. Of course, I like to bring this to you all every once in a while. U.S., of course, is negative 100 debt to GDP, public debt to GDP. Nothing new there. China's sitting at reportedly 85. Did you believe them? I don't know. Germany 73. Japan's still sitting around that 300% level. Not as high as it was, of course, last year. Just still holding on to that 289. The lowest I think we saw for negative debt to GDP in Japan was 285%. It's still insane. Still, yeah, it's not fair, guys. We're borrowing basically on the backs of. Oh, let Jerome Powell tell you.
The U.S. federal government's on an unsustainable fiscal path, and that just means that the debt is growing faster than the economy. We're borrowing from future generations.
Thank you, Chair Powell. Yeah. So, yeah, we're all doing it. Every single country is doing it. There is no exception to the rule, especially in the top 7 nations. All right, moving on. Polymarket, of course, bringing you the Prime Minister of Canada after the election. Who will win? Still looking at 80% Mark Carney, unfortunately. I hope not. But yeah, my fellow brothers and sisters in Canada, this is what you guys are dealing with this week. Good luck. Good luck to you. I hope for the best. Fear and Greed Index for the stock market closed in fear today at 37. Nothing really new to see there. We've been floating around that range, although I really think they should be down here now because, again, there's nothing positive for the markets. Nothing positive's come out. Trump and China are still not talking. The latest we had from China was that they will talk to anyone but Trump. That was the last we got on Friday, and there was pretty much no update over the weekend. All right, so moving on from that, we've got, of course, Crypto Fear and Greed Index, Torch telling us that we are back in neutral. Or are we back in greed? Of course, we're still greedy. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not feeling bearish or in fear. I mean, I'm holding the some of the best assets we've ever created in the human race, right? So why do we need to be sitting here in fear? Do not ask what Bitcoin will do for you, but what you will do for Bitcoin. Guys, please share your with your friends and family. I try every single day to convert as much as my family and friends as possible to, of course, the winning side of this. It's unfortunate where we're headed with the the future of currency and everything else. I just got off a long phone call with my family, and I'm trying so hard, guys. I'm trying so hard. It's tough. It's tough. But yeah, go hug a bear out there. Again, reminder: go hug a bear. All right, moving on. Enough of my sob story. The dollar slipping back down to 99. Why did we lose 99? Why did we lose the 95K if the dollar's sitting at 99, guys? That's what I want to know. What in the hell's going on? Dollar slipping finally today. Happy to see this, of course, pull back on the Dixie. Of course, there's more pain to come. Dixie, of course, hitting a 98 on the Dixie last week. I still expected that to be broken here in the next few weeks to come, as we've made a very clear downward trend over the past 3 months. All right. We're almost through the metrics, guys. I'm going through as fast as I can, try to catch up. Okay, so all of our assets today, the top 100, are looking pretty damn good. On average, about 5 to 10%. Some of your favorite projects out there. I mean, Bonk, Floki. They're coming back. Floki's up another 12% on the day. Virtuals Protocol, guys. AI Agents Protocol on AI Agents Exchange. Wow, just bumped up another 3 to 4% as I'm talking about it. Yeah, it's pumping today, guys, on Ethereum. Right. Okay, so Say is up 8%. Render's up 5%. We talked about the XMR a little bit in the morning. XMR is pumping because of two things. Well, dumping because of one thing and pumping because of the other thing. Actually is part of the SPAR crypto payments groceries play in Switzerland right now and taking over Europe with the SPAR grocery store chain of companies. I cannot believe it. But yeah, XMR, believe it or not, Monero was part of that deal. And a bunch of other crypto assets as well, like Bitcoin. But anyway. Guys, have you taken your Bitcoin orange pills today? Have you taken any of these today, guys? It's about time for you to take one. You haven't taken one yet. Daily dose needs to be taken. They're great, of course. Giving away the FOMO. I can't talk tonight, guys. I need to drink more coffee. Yeah, a pill a day will take the FOMO away. Jesus. All right. Any other big things happening today on the daily? Mocha, is that Animoca? No, Mocha Coin. I don't know what this project is. Just slipped into the top 200 not too long ago. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of that one either. AI 16Z still moving back into the ranks again. Of course, that was that AI Agents meme token. If you guys are familiar with that one. Nothing else I could really shout out. Everything's just having a pretty green day. Just trickling on upward with Bitcoin moving in the ranks. Now, the big question is, in the top 100, what would you be DCing into right now? What would I be DCAing into right now? Well, pretty much nothing. I mean, everything's pretty much coming up now on the monthly. On the year, everything's pretty much coming back to where we were leaving off in November, October, December. We're getting closer to those ranges. So, yeah, I don't know. I would say safely evaluate that in your own risk. Maybe look further down into the top 200. Let's take a look here into the monthly here. You guys going to invest more into Mantra? It's still down 90% on the month. Yikes. No, probably not that one. Barachain's down 50%. I'm still not quite sure why that had such a big pullback. That was looking really bullish when that thing launched. But every coin does at token launch. Of course, speculation. FTT is still down 17% as it should be. Kill FTX with a stick. Beat it to death. Anyway, yeah, so on the month, I cannot even recommend anything in the top 300, guys. This is crazy stuff. DCA probably is still going for me into ZBAC, even though we're still coming up a shit ton. It's still got 2 zeros, what is it? 2 zeros, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4 now. It's moving up quick. All right, guys. All right, moving forward, and then I will get into the chat real quick. Market cap for Bitcoin dominance still sitting at all-time highs for the year. We haven't seen this high of a level, of course, going back to 2021, the last beginning of the altcoin season, as I pointed out many times on the channel. We go back 5 years ago, and boom, here we go. 61% is right before we fell off into altcoin season, running that into 2022 with the bull run of 2021. Super excited to see that line up here as we climbed all the way up here, and we're about ready to roll over. But are we, though? That's the big question. Because now we've got big institutions, countries, nation states. Today, we're going to talk about, of course, the first state adopting Bitcoin, and just passed it officially today. Yeah, we're going to get to it. So yeah, with that being in mind, are we going to stop? Are we going to keep going? I don't know. That's the big question mark. Everyone's asking, man. Everyone's asking. All right. Okay. Top 10 assets in our space right now, guys. Anything moving, anything shifting? Tron came back to number 10. Did it really leave? Yeah, it did leave because Chainlink was sitting at number 11. I think Sui moved up now. Yeah, so I think that's a new yeah, a new reclaim on Tron. Ton coin's still way down there though, a ton. Jesus, it fell a ton. Leo as well, of course, got pushed out the last couple weeks. That seems to be all the things that have been shifting around here in the top 10. Dogecoin still sitting at number 8. That's crazy. Right, of course, underneath the second largest, stablecoin by market cap, USDC. And of course, our honorable mentioning going out to JASMY. Look at this guy sitting at number 78 right now in market cap. Not too shabby. And wow, it's climbing back up to almost 2 cents again to 167. Yeah, and then Onyx. Where's Onyx at? I usually shout out to Onyx as it's the next one in the lineup. Last time we saw Onyx, it was at 82, 84. Did it fall down a little bit? There it is. It's sitting at 100 on breakout. Wow. Wow, just on the edge, guys. Of course, falling down from 2 cents here recently. Again, just a correction. We're of course look into that a bit later. All right, moving on. Top 10 assets, of course, covered. We're looking at my favorite metric to go over every single night, guys. How many Bitcoin are left on across all exchanges? This is it. And I've got an update on over-counter for you, too. What I could at least dig up, because no one really has the exact numbers on OTC. But yeah, right now, with institutions adding more and more to the ETFs, we're sitting at 2.25 million on exchanges. Right before this big load up with inflows of the ETFs, we were at record lows for the year at 2.17. Less and less Bitcoin exchanges every single day. All right, moving on. All right, I think I should probably pull that up before I forget about it. It's over here somewhere. I saved it for the end, but maybe I threw it in the middle somewhere. I don't remember. Oh, there it is. Boom. Bitcoin, how much left on OTC in 2025? Well, AI has picked this up for me at least. Still sitting around 146,000. This number has been thrown around since February, so I'm imagining it's still lower than this. Probably sitting around 130,000 Bitcoin remaining on OTC desks. So again, we can't accurately predict this because again, it's over the counter. It's all individual wallets and that sort of thing. But yeah, we're running out, guys. And you know who? MicroStrategy just bought a whole bunch. We're gonna get into that, and Capital, of course, got to load up as well. All right, let's get back into BitcoinTreasuries.net. Speaking of which, Michael Saylor sitting currently at 538, more like 550, I think now. Again, Bitcoin Treasuries a little off on the day, as it usually is. And we've got, of course, iBit, BlackRock. They changed the lineup on this one. Sitting at 588,000 Bitcoin. Grayscale sitting at 191,000 Bitcoin. And Fidelity at basically break even 200,000 Bitcoin. And of course, I gotta shout out to Kathy Wood because I love her. 52,600 on ARK Shares Invest. All right, Bitcoin Rainbow price chart telling you to still be buying. We're still not in accumulation zones or still cheap territory even yet. Still cheap territory starts between $140,000 Bitcoin and $194,000 Bitcoin. Do you think we're going to end the season at still cheap territory, guys? Let me know in the chat. I'm curious to see what your takes is on this because that's basically $200,000 Bitcoin at still cheap territory for the Bitcoin Rainbow chart. Okay, crazy stuff, guys. Crazy stuff. Top 10 assets in our space in the world today. Bitcoin still holding on number 7, outperforming silver on the last few weeks. Just barely holding in. The silver's coming up just a smidge. If we get this rolling, guys, we're going to, of course, pass Alphabet and Amazon yet again this week, as a lot of people are predicting a possible retouch to $100,000 this week. Okay, guys. Okay, I'm gonna get back to the chat. That was super fast, lightning round metrics today. All right, guys, how's it going? Z-Back going wild, doing wild things. Says Matt Adam. I gotta screw up higher than that, apparently. I'm pumped. Let's go, Milk Money. Yes. What's up, guys? Cody in the house. How's it going, Cody? Yes. Yeah. Z-Back doing wild things, of course. Matt Adam. Yes, Mario, how's it going, Mario? Otaku, yes, let's go. I got Strawberry Dragons. It's true, my parents don't get Bitcoin at all and are trying to convince me to get out. Oh, that's unfortunate that they're pushing me out or trying to. My kids know you, Otaku. Oh my God, I am I'm blushing. They know me. And I tell them that to learn about crypto and Bitcoin, it's going to be their future. 100%. 100%. But still, our general demographic is still between 35 and 40 years old, unfortunately. I'm still trying to get the young ones in there, man. The Gen Zs, man. Mr. Z needs to come on the show again at some point. Get his perspective on that. But yeah, of course, we got to get the Gen Zs, man. The Gen Zs got to get this going. They're going to be the ones that benefit the most, especially holding a small amount right now into their later years for retirement. Anyway, so yes, definitely going to be their future. Yo, making money out here. Hey, Dagger, you making money? All right, maybe XPR. Maybe XPR. Oh man, you mean like buying XPR? I still don't recommend it. I love XPR, but I just hate how much the governments in our world hate XPR. that's my problem with XPR. It's a love, but then it's a risk. Okay, so silver don't perform. Well, not yet, but it will. I'm sure it will. Blah. Yeah. Kush, how you doing, Kush? Yo, how's it going? Bleh. Just random. Every time I say your name, it's like randomly just blurting out bleh. How's it going, everyone? How's it going? Hey, guy, how's it going? All right, guys, let's get into the news. Of course, MicroStrategy snaps up again another 1.42 billion. They're going into accumulation like hyperspeed now. Yeah, they just put in a $1.42 billion purchase for Bitcoin holdings, hitting 37.9 in record, Bitcoin accumulations on a single day, I think. It's mostly because they're trying to compete now with Capital 24 or 21. 24. Wow. 21 Capital, which is Jack Mahler's, shout out to Jackie Boy, Jack Mahler's, his company, venture with Tether and Cantor Fitzgerald. So this is huge. Like, Michael Saylor is now going to have to step his game up because now we got so many companies now copying his play. So it's going to, of course, increase his purchasing, his average, right? His Bitcoin purchase average. So yeah, it's going to be crazy, guys. We have not seen even the beginning of the mad rush for Bitcoin, like the gold rush back in the old days. It's coming, and it's just starting with these small / mid companies now, but eventually it's going to be turned into sovereign wealth, funds and nation states and everything else that we're going to talk about tonight with the U.S. states. Strategy's new acquisition lifts firm's total holdings to 553,000 Bitcoin. Almost so close to my favorite number. Oh my God, no! 55555 would have been amazing. Damn it. But yeah, he'll get there. He'll surpass that next time. So 553,000 Bitcoin valued at nearly 38 billion as SEC leadership shifts to boost crypto outlook. Strategy continues dramatic Bitcoin buy-up. According to April 28th, following with the United States Treasury Exchange Commission, the Virginia-based software company firm purchased 15,335 or 55 Bitcoin worth, valued at 92,737 each for a cumulative total of 1.42 billion dollars. MicroStrategy has acquired, yes, same amount, yada yada yada. The yield of 13.7 year to date, 2025. Oh, of course, we're going to the real news platform now over on Twitter. All right, so as of 4/27/2025, we hodl 500,553 Bitcoin acquired for 37.9 billion at $68,000 Bitcoin price on average. That's not bad. That's not a bad average at all. Although I still got my average right around the 20s, or where he was at the beginning of 2024. But yeah, he is of course winning the hodl race with that ridiculous amount of Bitcoin for one entity, one company. It's insane. Yeah, it's ridiculous. All right, what else we got on the lineup? I got some more stuff pulled up. Arizona, guys. This is, of course, the next big one in the lineup today of news articles and headlines. Arizona passes their strategic Bitcoin reserve bill in the House and Senate, and now they're just waiting on one thing. One signature from the governor, and that is it. It's it. It's in. It's done. It's done, guys. We freaking did it. The first Bitcoin strategic reserve in the United States via the U.S. state of Arizona. And they're going to start buying. After months of lobbying and speculation, Arizona has become the first state in the United States to pass a strategic Bitcoin reserve bill in both House and Senate. On Monday, during the late North American session, the Arizona House passed Bitcoin's reserve bill SB 1025 with 31 yeses and 25 nays. As a result, the state of Arizona will invest 10% of the public funds annually into Bitcoin to hedge against inflation and macroeconomic uncertainties. Meanwhile, the SB 1025 bill is now awaiting the final approval from the Arizona governor, Katie Hobbs, which I'm pretty sure she's going to have no problem signing because, Bitcoin knows no colors or political parties. All right, so the final push for Bitcoin's strategic Bitcoin reserve implementation in Arizona, as Coinpedia previously reported, Governor Hobbs threatened to veto all bills under a disability funding bill was passed in both houses amid the controversy. Dennis Porter, CEO and co-founder Satoshi Action Fund, requested American voters to push their elected leaders to implement their strategic Bitcoin reserve bill as soon as possible. All right. Market impact, I'm wondering how. So this is just breaking, right? So it's probably going to be digested tomorrow, maybe in the afternoon. So we got some time for the market to take this in my opinion. That's all I'm going to read there, or state there. I'm not going to read that little piece. Anyway, so let me know how you guys are feeling about that in the chat. It's a super historic day today. The Bears can go away for just 24 hours. Give us 24 hours. My God, man. God damn. Anyway, let me know in the chat how you guys feel about that. Let's check in real quick before we get into the next thing. All right, so Quint, how's it going? What silver price prediction? Oh, well, I mean, if you go by some of the crazy economic analysts and their predictions, they're looking at like $72 silver price by the end of the year. If we do have some sort of economic uncertainty surrounding, of course, a mad rush into Bitcoin, gold, and silver. They also have the crazy prediction by Kiyosaki, or I forget who said it, but they were talking about like that silver was going to go on some crazy mad rush to $1,000 or $2,000 levels. Something crazy. I don't know if I believe that, but I think realistically, $60, $70 by the end of the year is not entirely off the table. I think it's just we don't see that happening right now, and I think gold needs to really settle down before that happens too. Okay, so anyway, that's what I think, Quint. But I'm not a metals or a rare metals expert or anything. I'm just a crypto enthusiast, right? This is my thing here. This is what we do. Like, dang it, guys! Put me on the spot for this silly shit. I got a little bit, just a little bit. Anyway, do you think Arizona Governor, I thought I'm skipping someone. Okay. Crypto JPEG, how's it going? Crypto JPEG and Eddie in the house. How's it going, Eddie? Eddie Light? Eddie Lights. Oh, Eddie LT. Okay, Cody says, I work at Chrome Hearts Factory at one of the bench jewelers, and from what I hear, we're bumping our silver jewelry prices, so I'm assuming silver is going to be on the rise. 100%. 100%. I think they are predicting that in your line of work. A guy says, do you think Arizona Governor Katie Hobbs is going to veto the crypto bill? No, I don't think so. I mean, do you think David Schweikirk is going to let her do that? I don't think so. David's my man. He's my favorite U.S. senator. Of course, out of Arizona. Okay, so Cody also says, at the same time, jewelers I know downtown L.A. tell me that silver mainly just sits. Yeah, I mean, it is not as desirable as gold, of course, in the jewelry industry. Matt Adams says, Otaku, silly question about referencing the risk with something like XPR. What does Zbeck have going for it that doesn't make you feel as weird? Compared to XPR, well, XPR, dang it, am I doing that again? I'm thinking of XMR. After you said XPR, I keep thinking of XMR. I'm Monero, right? So you're talking about XPR. No, I'm talking about XMR. That's what I meant. I'm sorry. I've got nothing weird against Proton. No, I got nothing weird against Proton. It's XMR, of course. I love, but I don't recommend just because it's anonymity and the governments around the world hate that. And they just can't leave us be, and it's overregulated out of the exchanges to the point where they just aren't available on most exchanges anymore. Kind of the same thing that Expert P was getting in the backlash of the lawsuits. Again, Monero is a whole different animal. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, all good. Proton, I'm weird, so it evens out. That's right, Adam. That's right. All right. So, where are we? Where were we? Looks like Bitcoin now is coming back to 95K. Are we going to do another leg up and try to at least one more time touch that 96K level and break through? It's going to be hard, guys. It's going to be hard. We're going to get into that later as well. But, of course, keep keeping an eye on it. All right, let's get back into it. That was Arizona and the news. We've got... What else we got in the news today? We got, of course, the JASMY... Yeah, we got the JASMY lineup to go through with their game plan. I'll just see if anything else is breaking today still too. FOMC meeting. Will the Fed cut interest rates on May 7th? No, they probably won't. Although JP Morgan and I think Bank of America both believe they will. I don't know how or why, but whatever. That's what they're betting on. Tether, maybe they just put that in their reports just to try to force the Fed. I don't know. That'd be my only guess. Tether Gold token backed by 7.7 tons of real gold. Not a big fan of tokenized gold. It's just something about tokenizing something that only really has its worth in its true form and a physical presence. Just doesn't sit well with me. Okay, so Rice Robotics is launching Floki-themed AI robot and Rice token airdrop. What in the world is that? What in the hell is that? I guess we could figure that out together, but there isn't anything else happening on cryptonews.net. First ever meme coin inspired by robots? Question mark. Meme coins are not often associated with cutting-edge AI or robotics development, although we've had AI, of course, coming from Floki. Yes, that's right. They brought that up, thank God. However, Floki has been driven the creative Web3 initiatives at the same time now, with several utility-driven projects. The project is also trying to launch the ETP in Europe. Today, Floki broke new ground with the Rice Robotics partnership. That's why Floki is pumping. That makes sense. Possibly becoming the first major business relationship between the two spheres. Rice Robotics is the parent company that produces the robots, but Rice AI focuses on the software and DPIN protocol that powers these machines. The firm launches Rice token through the TokenFi and a tokenized platform, part of the Floki ecosystem. This is insane. They're actually giving Floki a lot of use case now. This is crazy, guys. Initially, waitlist users and Floki holders receive Rice tokens and ensuing airdrop. After this, the main way to farm new tokens will be through interacting with physical robots. Essentially, the Floki M1 mini bots can help users with tasks around the house, and they will receive Rice tokens of interactions. I wonder if these robots are also the ones we saw folding laundry in the other segment. I don't know if we showed that one yet. That's in the new world segment. I'll show you guys in the new, of course, the real news segment here later. And in other words, the Floki themed robots will record human data to train AI protocols. This is freaking amazing. Users will be financially rewarded using robotic assistance, which has several practical uses. The program will extend to the other mini bots in the future. Alright, so the Floki M1 bots are the ambitious project. The Rice Robotics already has it on a waitlist open. In the past, has worked with high-profile clients such as NVIDIA, which has an interest in robotics. Although they just cut that division, they're focusing on nothing but AI for the near future. They cut crypto completely out. So, that is gone. Pretty much. Well, no, I think it's only they're only stopping. I take that back. I think NVIDIA is only stopping their new ventures into crypto. I think they're okay. Like, they're not going to invest in anything new. I think they're okay with what they've already established. I think that's the deal. SoftBank, Dubai Future Foundation, and 7-Eleven. The minibot itself will be powered by NVIDIA's Nano computer. The firm raised $7 million in Series A funding earlier this year and counts SoftBank as a major AI customer. One of the key investors in the e-commerce giant Alibaba, which is not doing really great today because of all the freaking tariffs. It will be very interesting to see whether the Floki and Rice Robotics have a successful partnership. This endeavor is truly unlike anything we've ever seen in the crypto industry, seen before. Robotics and meme coins just don't have much in common on the surface, but that's the entire purpose. It's insane that they would even say that, because the entire point of crypto in the future is going to be paying, paying robots without any human intervention. That's the entire, and that, of course, is a form of payment that robots can take natively, digitally, and it's just energy. Oh my god. But it's crazy that they would even write that. Don't have much in common. Come on. All right, you guys know every day I talk about the robots. Every day it's coming, guys. It's coming. The jobs, the robots, the AI. Anyway, speaking of which, I'll save it for later. We got so much robots coming up. I have plenty of opportunity to go into dystopian future chaos. Let's get back in the chat before we dive into another article and look at the JASMY roadmap. Let's see here. We've got Big Bodo Gaines in the house. How's it going, Big Bodo? How's it going? What's up, Otaku? Milk Money also says Chrome Hearts seems cool, jewelry and things. Yes. Speaking of jewelry, I don't know if you guys checked out Tangem has that ring. I still want to get one. I do have some Tangem cards, but the ring is super cool. Just got to get my fingers sized. All right. Yeah, and we make the coolest stuff at Chrome Hearts, says Cody. That's cool. And eventually you'll have tokenized jewelry all over the place. All over the place. All right, let's see what else we got today. I think I just closed one we didn't cover yet. Crypto Newsland, covering all sorts of crazy stuff as we usually do. Best 5 real-world assets in crypto. Yeah, of course, I do these clickbait articles here, Hopium articles, FUD articles. Nothing really in the news on Crypto Newsland. Yeah, no headlinings for anything. Could XRP and MagaCoinFinance.com? I'm not even going to continue reading that one. Snack and Peanut and Squirrel hold the line. I mean, and then more FUD. Will Bitcoin drop to 90K or 80K before rallying again up to above 1.4? Yeah, okay. All right, so nothing else there. Anything else breaking here? Bitcoin holds tight despite dismal economic data. India and Pakistan tensions. China denies phone call between Presidents Xi and Trump. That's right. Xi and Trump are still not talking, as I mentioned so many times before. And that's the only headlines we get now, or they're not talking. They're not talking. They're not talking. And then why is the stock market rallying if they're not talking? Monero's XMR rockets 40% as XRP leads crypto major gains. What? I don't even know how that's related. In a single headline. MasterCard unveils end-to-end stablecoin capabilities. Will launch card with OKX. That's kind of interesting. I'm not a big fan of the OKX platform, though. All right. Yeah, I mean, there's so many partnerships with MasterCard and Visa. As, of course, we talked about the big one last year with Solana, right? Solana. Okay, so what else we got here? Coinbase yield fund targets, blah blah blah. Strategy, yes, we already talked about strategy. Fartcoin, it's literally nothing else. I think I covered all the big news articles for today. Refresh on Cointelegraph. Here we go. Yes, and this, of course, breaking. We already covered it. Arizona legislature passes Bitcoin reserve bills. Bonk price gains 60%. MetaMask. Yep. I think we're done. That might be it, guys. Might have to just rely on the real news. Because we've touched all the big headliners for the day. Tether reveals 770 million physical gold bullion reserves backing the XAUT stablecoin. Of course, stablecoin backed gold. We just read another headline with that in it. Bitcoin is about to begin outperforming gold, says Invest Answers. And then, yeah, of course, clickbait article for that one. And Hopium. All right, I think we got all the real news out of the way for the day. IMF confirms El Salvador complying with plan to move away from Bitcoin despite Bitcoin accumulation. How does that work, the IMF? big middle finger to the IMF, right? But somehow they're like, oh, they're still complying. Okay, all right, that's fine. That's so silly. Oh yeah, we had that U.S. second. I actually caught a bit of this today. This was awesome. If you guys didn't catch this, I'd like to share with you at least the end of it. Howard Lutnick has a Bitcoin vision for America. The end of this was amazing. Yeah, I can probably share that right now.
What is Bitcoin like?
It was 15 minutes long. If you guys get some minute, watch this one. It was a good one. If I can play it.
Sort of the next couple of months for sure. Then he's off trying to create peace in the world. Another sort of awesome. I mean, imagine working for someone who's trying to rebalance global trade and trying to create peace in the world. I mean, it is extraordinary to work for Donald Trump. But those are sort of his two big things then. And then I think after that, I think we can put Bitcoin back on the agenda. Right, we set up the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, which was exactly delivering on his promise, right? And making everybody in the Bitcoin community feel the love and affection and support of this administration, for sure. And those were his two key promises to our community, the Bitcoin community. So after he sets those big two agenda items, I think we'll start to talk a little bit more about Bitcoin, but he's got those big agenda items on his plate, and he's on it all the time.
Amazing. Well, Secretary Lutnick, we really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to continuing this conversation with you.
Thanks. I had a lot of fun. Thanks.
All right. Well, yeah, I wanted to just play a little snippet for you. Very, very positive, very pro-Bitcoin, obviously, and pro-Trump, and the art of the deal, the art of the deal. I bet, China wants to really burn this book right now. I'm trying to find my lighter. I was trying to tease you, but I kind of need that for later. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Oh, there it is. Of course, my favorite Bitcoin pizza lighter. I'm just looking everywhere for it. It's right in front of my face. All right, guys. All right. We are getting there. We're getting there. Before I do the real news of the day, of course, on Twitter, I want to get into the roadmap and just kind of read that with you guys. I haven't got a chance to really break through it myself quite yet, so I'm really interested to, just kind of have my reaction live on the stream with you today. Let's get back in the chat real quick before we continue. I think we're caught up. Yeah, we're caught up. Okay, we're good. All right, let's go. Let's go into it, guys. JASMY. Oh my God. Can I say JASMY enough tonight? Oh my God. JASMY! All right, so the roadmap for JASMY today. Did I not have that? I had it pulled up. Where'd it go? I had it pulled up. I must have went further and further and further. 2025. I lost it. Lost it on a different 2025. I don't want to get an AI reaction out of it. I don't want someone else's opinion about it. What the hell? I had it pulled up. Well, it's gone now, guys. I'm sorry, it's gone. I lost it. I lost the link. Okay, so we got a post from Hara. I guess we could over this and then kind of look over it that way. Post from Hara today. JASMY is hereby announcing his roadmap for 2025. This year, JASMY will enter the next phase of expanding various product developments up to the last year as its developer program. We will continue to expand the various services we have been offering and open up the environment for developers and further expand the services. And also expand the token economy with the full-scale development of Junction, including DEX, chain, mainnet, staking, and various other measures. More details will be shared with the community with this week at Space. Yeah, we got a couple little things here and the little spread, what do you call it, presentation or whatever. JASMY Developer Program, main features, PDL and authentication, on-chain log storage, token and points in the community currency. What about data lockup, storage? What about staking? What about node? Consortium style developer web integrated SDKs, APIs, and documentation, enhancement of POC, collaboration with local governments and companies. Interesting. Secure and scalable web application environment on the JASMY app. Interesting. JASMY app and token economy. JASMY official app platform, easy to create web apps in smartphone app platform for developers. That's their first portion of the roadmap. The second one would be PDL integration, secure use of personal information and application development for companies and organizations. The third being developer SDK and API, consortium rebranding and developer community expansion. And then for the token economy, they've got number one, community currency, local currency with sports communities, cooperative activities at its core, QR payment, SDK, and Japan license compatible technology. Point two being the point economy, community building, welfare, behavioral incentives by members, point management, API, automatic distribution, rule feature. I'm interested on that welfare portion of that, if that's of course going to be adopted by the government of Japan for their citizens. I don't know. In community building. Okay, so we got crypto asset economy, building a data reward system, GPU investment, reward distribution, and staking provision. There we go, right? By Junction. That's the third step in the token economy. Okay, bullish at least on the third one there. FY 2025 timeline. We got the execution plan and stakeholder engagement. Key actions in Q1. Yeah, so this would be between April and June, I'm assuming. Developer program release, DP portal launch, then the development and promotional policies, UX, UI renewal, consortium members and developers wanted, token economy, system for nodes to earn JASMY as an incentive, validator applications open. So it sounds like a slow start for the year. A slow start for the year in Q1. Q2, where we're in right now, JASMY app alpha version released. That's the plan. Products for insurance agents. Wow, that's bullish. That's between July and September. Then their development and promotional policies are looking at local government, sports team collaboration. My guess right into that would be Japanese baseball. There's nothing bigger than in sports in Japan than Japanese baseball, and we've had plenty of optics in the JASMY affiliation with the sports teams, specifically baseball teams in Japan. Junction mainnet official support deck starts to deal with JASMY and the token economy. And yeah, the nodes validator is looking at 10,000 nodes by then. That's crazy. Guys, just for reference, Bitcoin has a total of, I think, 60,000 nodes right now. It might be a little more. It might be up to 80, but I don't think it is. So for them to come out and say they're going to have 10,000 nodes running in just a few months, right out the gate, that's crazy. All right, so Bitcoin, how many nodes in 2025? Question mark. Question mark. It's not gonna give me an AI. Come on. Ask AI. Question mark. Okay, no. Okay, how many? Jeez. How many? There we go. In 2025, the Bitcoin network has grown to over 21,800 reachable nodes. I know it's more than that. Total nodes, 21,567. Out of 62,100. So United States has, I'm pretty sure 62,000 is the whole world. I'm pretty sure it's right around 60,000. Again, that's a huge number for JASMY right out the gate. Again, that's just my two sats, right? Okay, that's where we were. That was up to about September, and then in Q3 we're looking at October to December. My resume alpha version released on the JASMY app, integrating businesses and career opportunities on JASMY. I'm assuming right out the gate there. Then we got development and promotional policies, recruitment and staffing agencies collaboration. I'm not sure exactly what they're pertaining to there. Token economy, JASMY enables purchase of Junction node. There we go. So we should be able to purchase nodes by October for JASMY, and having at least 15,000 nodes by then. That's on their target. Q4, we're looking at, of course, January to March of next year, because of course that's their end of their final quarter in their fiscal year. JASMY payment authorization development. That sounds bullish. We got development and promotional policies, bank deposit linkage, bullish. Listed company support, sports alliance. Again, not really big into the whole sports thing, but you know what? Yeah, whatever. Their affiliation and investors, I'm sure, have some sort of agreement on that. Token economy, Junction circulation ecosystem will be fully commenced by Q4 in their fiscal year, apparently, for their roadmap. And 20,000 nodes. Wow, that's crazy. By next year. All right, so not too bad. It could be better. It could be worse. I guess we're gonna have to wait for them to follow up on space. That's gonna be in May. I'm pretty sure that's like the first week of May. All the big conventions are happening next week, next 2 weeks. We got Bitcoin 2025 happening in May too, right? So yeah, we also have I think Canada's having a coin consensus in May. There's also that big one in Dubai. That's right around the corner. Anyway, so yeah, it's not slowing down. I'm excited to see what they have in the future, but it's still, I guess, we have to wait for further details, pretty much, from Hara. But again, everyone else is usually quiet about their coin development. No one else is really out there, yet Hara's still dropping it like it's normal. It's a normal thing, and Binance doesn't care. It's still a risk asset that they think they want to delist every 3 months. Anyway, all right, guys. So let's get back into the real news on X. Let me know in the chat how you guys feel about that. I'm holding out, but of course I'm very, very, very open-minded and biased to JASMY. I love my my JASMY bias. Of course, shilling this coin every single day with you. The Bitcoin of Japan, the freedom for information, and democracy of your data. All right, let's get back in the chat real quick and see where you guys are at. What's up, Ramona? How's it going, Ramona, in the chat tonight? Cody says, you make graphic designs, Otaku? I make a lot of graphic designs, yes. I do like, that's one of my favorite hobbies. Let's say that. Let's just say that. Yes, Cody. All right, so moving on. Let's get into the real news here on Twitter. That's right, here on Twitter. If you guys like what you're seeing here tonight, but you would like it on a different format, I am also here on Twitter as well, so you catch me over there. If you like what you see here tonight, please like, subscribe, do all the things down below. You gotta do that whole thing all the time too. It's just how, of course, we fight the algorithm here on YouTube and grow. All right, guys, and we're definitely growing here, man. I shout out to Ramona again for really supporting the channel. We're getting these numbers up. I have, of course, a new over there. I have a new meter over there to let you guys know kind of where we are with the subscriber goals. But also, we're doing the 24/7 live of our magic, of course, crypto chaos magic predictions every single night, every single day, 24/7. You can watch exactly where we play out with these as they develop. And of course, I'll throw little tidbits here as news comes in. I think is relevant to our space. But yeah, we're doing that, of course, to farm the viewable hours because we got to fight the algorithm on YouTube 24/7, do all the things, and it's working out. It's working out really well. So I want to thank Ramona again for a lot of the ideas pertaining to that. But yeah, let's of course get into the real news on Twitter. Let's see what's going on today. You got a lot of robots, guys. I'm just gonna warn you. If you're sensitive to robots, I'm going to skip this segment. Anyway, fun fact. Every person who has dollar cost averaged into Bitcoin is in profit today. I'm sitting at $95,000 Bitcoin. Pretty much, unless you DCA'd and you stopped for some reason at $105,000 Bitcoin, $109,000 Bitcoin back in January, you're probably in the green. All right. PepsiCo says it's rushing to replace artificial colors, guys. Yes, I'm so happy with this. My favorite color is red, and unfortunately, red dye 40 is like one of the worst for you health-wise. So I'm excited to see, of course, a lot of these companies switch to natural additives. The one big one I used to really love drinking from time to time on occasion was Code Red. Oh my God. Mountain Dew's products. It's a killer, but I really enjoy it every once in a while. Cheetos and Doritos as well, following RFK's Jr.'s ban on dyes. All right, so I had to show that one. I'm super excited about that. Finally, RFK is making the moves. He's doing a thing, guys. It's amazing. We actually elect people to make positive, legislation and regulation in our country. It's insane. Just in, Senator Josh Hawley introduces a Pelosi Act bill to ban Congress from trading stocks, and it's becoming very, very vocal too in this presidency. That Trump wants to do that as well. He's mentioned it many, many times. And also, Biden did towards the end of it. That's one of the great things, one of the only big things I remember really being excited, Biden coming out and saying, you know what, insider trading should not be a thing. It's pretty obvious. Someone who's paid $200,000 a year and is worth $200 million a year, or whatever the hell she's worth, is absolutely absurd. You'd have to work like... if you're just getting paid your salary, you'd have to work like 1,000 years to get that kind of a pay. It's ridiculous. She's well worth more than she's actually paid. Breaking, Arizona's strategic reserve bill has passed. Yes, of course I was sharing that all day. This made the rounds today too, and I was very sus on this.
To digitally replicate gold, kind of a gold standard for the internet.
So, I don't want to play the whole thing because it's ridiculous. But this is an old clip from Peter Schiff back in 2013. They're claiming that this was real and it was him shilling freaking Bitcoin as digital gold back in 2013 before he lost his way. I'm calling BS. And of course, I had a extensive grok, multiple questions on this one. And basically, is this a legitimate video? Yes or no? No, it is not. Oh my God. It's definitely likely to be fake or altered. There's no way that he was preaching Bitcoin back in 2013 and just happened to now, you know, in the last 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years. I mean, basically just lost his way within like 3 or 4 years before talking about Bitcoin in a significant fashion. Going, yeah, get hard against our space. Yeah, no, it's just not. It's not a thing. Anyway, huge breaking: Arizona Reserve passes final vote and heads to the governor. Of course, that's what we just referred to earlier. And then we got more humanoid robots in production. That's right, guys. They're coming. They're coming, guys. Figure 2 robots are now 400% faster with 7 times higher success after trials at Plant Spartanburg. Next stop, BMW Group production. Yes, that's right. These are the BMW robots we were talking about at the end of last year. They're almost done, guys. They're almost ready to go. Ready to roll out to your neighborhood job to replace all of its workers. Oh, it's so crazy, guys. So crazy. Crazy times we're living in. Of course, the times we're living in these days, guys, it's a blip because we're headed right straight for the dystopian future. That's right, where of course AI, robots, and drones, and yeah, all the like are going to be taking over the economy. And like I mentioned earlier, are going to be exchanging transactions in crypto to pay themselves. Just like the old video from Antonopoulos saying that, what was it? Well, how do you put it all together? Bitcoin, self-driving car. Add those two together and you get the self-owning taxi. That's how they... I've seen that video 1,000 times now. Yeah, that's pretty much where we're headed, of course, with all the robots. How about construction worker plus Bitcoin? The self-performing construction worker. You can literally do that to anything in our space, guys. That's where we're headed, of course, in the dystopian future of tomorrow or today. That's, of course, where I'm going with this. Anyway, guys, if you're a driver, a telemarketer, a lawyer, a data entry clerk, an accountant, there's a reason why I go through this list every single day, guys. These are the ones that are going to be replaced first. The ones that are coming. Guys, AI's coming for your job. Here we go. Driver. If you're a driver, a telemarketer, a lawyer, a data entry clerk, an accountant, a writer, a journalist, a bookkeeper, a receptionist, a bank teller, a travel agent, a factory worker. Most of these have already been replaced, especially travel worker, a travel agent. Those are gone. Accountants. Why do you need those? Why do you need those anymore? Anyway, factory workers, customer service representatives of all kinds. Of course, fast food workers like myself, no longer working at McDonald's. Been replaced by screens all over the place. No one needs a clerk anymore. Taco Bell as well. My local Taco Bell. Friends, especially romantic loved ones, all being replaced by the robots. It's coming, guys. It's coming. God damn. It's crazy. Crazy stuff we're living in, guys. Crazy world we're living in. All right, getting back to the chat real quick before we continue on with more robots. I got more robots, guys. Yeah, I make graphic designs. Cody says, bro, if you make something, I'll cast it in silver for you for free. What? Really? Wow. I'm speechless, my guy. Yeah, it's fine. I'm good. Thanks, though, man. Thanks. Milk Money says 21,729 reachable nodes for the Bitcoin currently. Interesting on that, Milk Money. I was curious how they're getting those numbers because that's what I read too. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's up to 60,000. Hopefully, get more fire my employees before I get replaced. I hope so too, Strawberry. I hope so. I hope this bull run's over before you get replaced. Let's just say that because I wasn't gone before this bull run was over. All right. So Strawberry Dragons, yes, robots, they're coming. Replaced by robots. Milk Money 25 says we had to take the color out of the strawberry milk. Oh my! Now it looks like regular milk. Yeah, I mean red dye 40, man. It's a killer. I'm just saying. Zbeck is pumping all day. Yeah, dude, it hasn't stopped. Oh my God, we're gonna take a look at Zbeck. Yeah, Ramona, we're gonna have to take a look at Zbeck. We're gonna take a break. All right, and then we've got Michi, my new favorite coin. Interesting. I'm not familiar with that one, Hidegger, on Michi. All right, let's take a look real quick. Bitcoin's still sitting at 95,100. Roughly. Yeah, retesting this zone. It looks like it's about ready to get a little higher. We could really get close to that 96K target here in the next few minutes. Oh, we're a minute away from 9 o'clock. So, yeah, and I would say the next few hours, around 12 o'clock, and of course, midnight would be around 1 p.m. in Japan. Anyway, we'll get into all that later. My brain just, of course, will not ignore it. Okay. Anyway, I just get totally distracted by that alone. Z-Back, still ripping like Ramona says. Look at this, 2014. Damn! It almost doubled since the last time we looked at it. When was it? Like, oh my god, it did double since the last time we looked at it. Back here on Tuesday, about a week ago. I guess that's not the last time we looked at it, but yeah, I mean, I think the last time we looked at it was like 309, something like that, in that range, before it really broke out to 201. But yeah, since last week, a week ago, it's moved up basically 100%. You can double check that here. Boom. Yeah, look at that. 110% from a week ago. Not even a week ago, but that was the low from Tuesday last week. Crazy stuff coming for Z-Back. Are you guys selling? I'm not selling. I'm not selling. God damn. Oh, man.
What are you, stupid?
I hope not, Oscar. I might take a little bit of profit eventually, but I think it's still early. I think it's still way too early. We haven't seen the altcoin season begin yet. We know when the real money starts. It starts. All right, let's get back into the news real quick. Let me check with you guys real quick before I blast on through the next segment. Z-Back pumping all day. Michi asks, hot Cheetos are going to be less dangerous to eat now, says Danny. Heck yeah. Hell yeah. Hot Cheetos are some good Cheetos, man. Z-Back crushed it today. Pumps are going to be massive. Oh, man, especially since it's still a baby market cap. The market cap of Z-Back right now, I keep getting derailed. I'm just so excited, guys. I'm so excited for space. Let's take a look real quick at Coin Perspective, one of my favorite tools in our space, guys. Love to shill it every single time I can. I'm not, of course, endorsed or whatever by anything. I can't even type tonight because I'm so excited. All right, so ZBCN. We're going to go to ZBCN here. Z-Back Network, and of course we can also take a look and see what our exit prices would be, how much the market cap would be. Are we even going to touch that market cap? What's our current market cap right now? Right now the total circulating supply for Z-Back is 78 billion tokens out of a total of 100 billion tokens. Market cap right now is only 110 million. That's it. 111 million. That is it. That is all of the market cap size right now. So if we wanted to say this would get to at least $1 billion market cap, which I don't think is out off the cards, that would take us to, I'll show you guys that right now. The market cap right there being, wow, ridiculous. All right, where's my one? I'm just going to put a custom market cap in here of 1 billion. 1 billion would take us to a price target of 1 penny to 7. So 1.25 pennies for Z-Back. Of a 800% increase, guys. 800% increase. So I'm super bullish on Z-Back. I think it's way too early to be selling. Take profits if you will when you want, but I'm still not. I'm not feeling profit taking just quite yet. Right here, it looks like, of course, we're breaking out of a cup and handle like pattern, creating another cup handle and maybe another leg up. So again, I would say 202, 204. If we can break 204, that's the next big. Oh man, I'm so excited now. If we can break 204, let me go back to Z-Back. Oh man, we got to back test really far now. Really far now. Boom. 204 is of course our next target to break. Once we get through there, it's not too much left above it. We haven't stayed very high above this level for very long. We'd have to get through 2015, of course, psychological number. It's probably going to blow through just because the market cap's small enough as it is alone. And taking us back to the previous high of around 47, 203. Is that 3? What in the world? What am I looking at? 202. Yeah, so it's still, yeah, right around what I was talking about earlier, 202. Once you get in that range, probably play around there for a little while, then another leg up. But yeah, still too early to take profits, in my opinion, on Z-Back. All right, getting back into the thick of it, guys. All the stuff we've got on Twitter. There we go. So much stuff open. Super excited, guys. Super excited for our space. Yeah. All right. Let's get back into the robots are coming. The robots are coming. Shenzhen, Liu Robotics, Kuevo. I can't pronounce that right. Daily work at the FAW Hongqi factory. Yeah. Yes, it's good. It's good. I confirm it's good. All right, turn around and pick up the next one. Oh my god. Oh, crazy guys. We're going. Every Amazon is going to be. Look at this. Every Amazon is going to be, and they're eventually going to get faster and faster and everything else. Okay, moving on. I got more to cover. I forgot to cover some of this stuff in the morning. You can literally just buy Bitcoin and do this. Larry Lepard said it himself. I love that interview with him when he's just like, it shouldn't be that easy, but you know, you just buy Bitcoin, you hold it, and you just make money. It's like digital gold. It's better than gold. It doesn't have the failures or the risks of gold. Yeah. Larry Lepard. Anyway, UFO Chronicles. Okay, yeah. Here, education is key. Hashtag Bitcoin. The more you understand Bitcoin, the less you trust the system. 100%. This is where I have evolved into today. This is why I bring you the chaos every single night. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, moving on. More robots. Breaking. Elon Musk has just revealed that Neuralink had to use robots to insert brain electrodes because humans could not match the needed accuracy for, of course, the incisions required for the Neuralink electrodes. He also predicted that robots will be better than good surgeons in a few years and the best surgeons in 5 years. This was actually doubled down on Bloomberg today. We covered it in the morning where they showed you those crazy robots doing surgeries and testing surgeries now on these giant preloaded mannequins. It's crazy. And yeah, I think they're amazing. I think it's the right direction to go, especially when you're looking at very, very, very evasive or non-evasive whatever surgeries, man. Surgeries are bad. I hope to never have a surgery in my life, but you can't plan on everything. Just in, Michael Saylor says that when banks adopt Bitcoin, it will go to $1 million a coin, and they already are. It's just waiting on the go ahead for that.
Bank tells you they'll buy Bitcoin for you and they'll make it really easy, and you can do it on the phone. It'll cost you $1 million Bitcoin. And when your bank calls you on the phone and says, you really ought to buy Bitcoin, it's a digital monetary alternative, and when they recommend it, it'll cost you $10 million of Bitcoin. And right now, no bank's going to recommend it, and they're not going to help you buy it, and you're going to have to jump through hoops, and you're going to feel really nervous about it, but you'll get to buy it around 100,000 or a little bit less than 100,000 of Bitcoin. And I think they're all three the same risk-reward proposition, and I bought it at 10,000. I'm buying it in billions of dollars of quantity at 100,000. I'll be buying it at $1 million.
Yes, you will, Seller. Yes, you will. All right. 0% taxes is not a dream if you live in crypto havens. Here are some countries right now where you can live tax-free in 2025. Of course, I look at this stuff almost every single day trying to escape our fiat system. Right now, Monaco, Portugal, Singapore, El Salvador, Georgia, Bermuda, Malta, Thailand, which is my #1 chosen spot so far, and Vanuatu. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I can tell you, El Salvador is getting pretty crowded. Bitcoin Beach is not very open anymore. Look at that. Speaking of Larry Lepard, there he is. Anyone who has 0 Bitcoin is really missing the most asymmetrical bet I have ever seen. Larry friggin' Lepard.
One other thing I will say about Bitcoin, I think people don't understand, and this is part of the innovation that's really important. Think about Bitcoin's a commodity, right? The SEC said it's a commodity. It is a commodity. One coin's the same as the next. Okay, fine. Every commodity in the world, if you increase its price, the supply goes up. If gold went to 10,000 tomorrow, we'd mine more gold. If corn went up, if oil went to $300 a barrel, we'd drill for more oil. You would get more, higher price, you would get more. No matter where the price of Bitcoin goes, the issuance schedule is set. There's not going to be any more. It comes out, every block is, 6.25 coins right now, soon to be half of that. So, that's unique. And as a result of that, the world has never seen anything that really kind of looks like this, which is why, Ronnie Storfley had a great chart on it. Showed, Bitcoin from inception has grown at 145% compound annually, and it's got a lower Sharpe ratio than any other asset. This is an amazing beast. It really.
All right, I'm gonna cut him off there because I gotta get through more of it. But yes, Larry friggin' Labard, I love him. All right, just look at the big picture. Bitcharts.net. We're going the moon. Only 16 years old, and of course has destroyed every single asset on Earth in terms of appreciation. The big picture is we go moon. We go moon. And of course, we're calling for a 10x by 2032 now, which would be right around $1 million Bitcoin by around that time frame. Kathy Wood, of course, is looking a bit more bullish at around that time frame of 2 or 3 million per token. All right, Bitcoin is ultimate asymmetric bet. Yeah, it is. It really is. Okay. Welcome to the club. Of course, we're welcoming Ethereum to Nokia and Internet Explorer. I'm so troll on, of course, ETH. It's going to come back, guys. Quinton. Oh, my God. This was, of course, Quinn. If you guys remember Quinn. You guys know who Quinn is? Maybe he looks familiar there. Anyway, Bitcoin for freedom. Of course, Arizona passed that today. That was coming in yesterday on where we are today. I forgot I wanted to share this one as well. The robots, the floors, the floors, putting down the tiles. There's pretty much nothing we can pretty much program a robot to do now. Every gold bug dreams of shutting down their post-collapse town and shaving off flakes of their gold just to trade for goods and services like a big shot. Yeah, not really. Not really feasible. No, not really. No. So troll. Anyway, gold is certainly better than Bitcoin in the world. Oh no, the Bitcoin. The gold bugs are coming out to defend gold now. All right, I think we're pretty much caught up here. I think I showed some of this stuff maybe the days prior. Everything makes sense, of course, against the wallet. Yeah, your empty wallet's empty, and of course is the Ethereum logo. God. All right, guys. Of course, getting into the normies today. Let's follow up on the normies. Before I do, let's get back in the chat real quick. How is it going? How are you guys feeling? You heard about the luxury brand bags chaos? What? That's a thing? Thousands of dollars on handbags? It will have been way better invested on Bitcoin. Luxury brand bags. You're talking about just the chaos within, like how much money people are spending on luxury bags, like Gucci and stuff. Yeah, I mean those Gucci bags are like what, between $800 and $1,000 each, minimum. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Those handbags. TryptoBo says up what? I can feel it. Get some Bitcoin if you can. Then JASMY. There you go. Preach, Crypto Balls. Jesus. Bringing on the freaking alpha. Let's go. It's just that easy. Just buy Bitcoin and JASMY. All right. The two, of course, financial freedom and data democracy plays. All right. Spain power outage is number one. You know what? I give the normies this one. That's pretty important. So Canada election results. Oh, man, the normies might get a C today. I'm going to give them a D currently. Cavaliers versus Heat. We get, of course, into the normies' typical stuff, which is sports, midget games, and celebrities. Sports. TV shows canceled. Very important things, guys. Very important things in the normie world. Chatham. Illinois. If something happened and Chatham, Illinois. I don't know. Tiger versus Astros. Cardinals versus Reds. Christie Brinkley. Sports. Normies love their sports. Florida Partners. JB Pritzker. And Tornado watches sports. RFK Stadium. Sports. And Shaq. Shaquille O'Neal just trending at the very end of this for no reason. Or some reason, I don't know. All right, guys. So the normies got a D today. I'm going to give them a D just because they put in the Canadian election results. All right, is that even done yet? Are they still? Let's take a look. Since they're Googling, I will Google too. Canadian results. Oh, Canadian results. Carney versus Polier. We got 6 hours ago on this one. Oh, they want you to subscribe just to look at the damn thing. Just let me have it. The leading party right now is Libertarian. Libertarian? Liberals. Yeah, liberals. Not Libertarian. What am I thinking of? Pretty much. Yeah, liberals. Conservatives. Yeah. So right now it doesn't look good, as I feared. For the Canadians. Is there like anything like relevantly live? I don't know why. Can I just get an AI result on this? I want AI results on everything by default now. Nope. What are the Canadian election results? Like a type of novel just to find. Nope. New York Times covering this right now. Yeah, still looking like a liberal votes. I mean, it's no. it's gonna go to Mark. It's gonna go to Mark. All right. Moving on. I hope for the best. Then the last one, of course, we're looking at for the normie searches today are, man, I'm off kilter today. There we go. How many normies are looking for Bitcoin? Google searches today, not good. The last 12 months, downward trend, even in these, super high Bitcoin price ranges. $95,000 Bitcoin. No one's Googling it? No. They're not going to Google it until it hits 120,000 or 115,000 minimum, probably 112. At least shattered the last previous all-time high. That's when the normies are going to search on Google. Last 7 days for Bitcoin searches, pretty much flatline. Nothing really interesting, nothing new. Sitting at 80 this week at 7 a.m. No, 6 a.m. It's always 6 a.m. I'm telling you, China is going to bed and they're looking at their stack, and that's how they're getting the Google search results. Because 6 a.m. is, roughly around 6 p.m. in the, it's about 7 p.m. in Japan. Probably a little earlier than that in China, a little later. I don't know. Something like that. And I wanted to look real quick too. It's been a while since we looked up any other search trends. I'm curious if we type in like Bitcoin or buy Bitcoin or something. Buy Bitcoin search term. And yeah, same thing. Same sort of thing. 12 months, pretty much looking the same exact result. Last week. Yeah, it's pretty much the same trend. Yeah, so, I mean, there's no way to skew this. The normies are just not here yet. Retail is not here yet. That's what we're waiting for, retail to get in. It's been a while since we looked at this one. I wanted to bring this one up as well, too. Bitcoin balances held by wallets. Guys, if you are holding any significant amount of Bitcoin, you're more than likely going to be ahead of every single one else in the planet. I just got off the phone with my parents earlier, and my dad was telling me about how he talks to everyone else, all of his coworkers being in the age group of about 50 to 55. And no one is talking about Bitcoin in that demographic. So if they're ignoring our space entirely, the ones with the money, they've already made all the money. They're not putting their money into Bitcoin. So the 35s, the 40-year-olds are the ones doing it right now and accumulating as much as they possibly can before all of the nation states, institutions, and corporations gobble it all up. And right now, if you are holding at least one Bitcoin, you are above average. You are the new 1 percentile of addresses holding a Bitcoin. It's gonna be crazy. There's only 84,000 addresses, guys. I say this multiple times because addresses do not mean people, individuals. I have multiple addresses. You have multiple addresses, most likely. Exchanges, wallets, whatever. Multiple addresses. Less than 84,000 people hold at least one Bitcoin. Crazy. It's crazy how super early we still are in the cycle. If you're holding, I'm predicting it right now, if you're holding at least 0.1 Bitcoin, like 14% of all the addresses are holding right now, you're going to be within the 1%, probably, for sure. That's a tenth of a Bitcoin right now, right around, what is it, 10 grand? Not even $99,400. Is that worth an investment right now? I'm asking everyone. Is that worth an investment right now just to guarantee, if this really takes off, becomes the world-renowned asset, the second most digital reserve currency of the planet, or maybe eventually the first? You just don't know. But if it does take off, I think it might be worth picking up. Maybe 0.1. Just saying. 95,000 I know is out of reach for a lot of people. But after this bull run, it could be you. It could be you too. All right. I'm done shilling. Of course, the bags. Let's get back into the rest of the predictions for Bitcoin. Look, right now, it looks like we're coming back down. A little bit of a retracement. Pull back to 94.8. Is that what that is? Let's get back to Bitcoin. 94.9, 94.8. Oh no, it's over, guys. It's it. We lost it. It's done. We're never going back to 95K. Sell it all. No, it's not. Yes, not.
What are you, stupid?
All right, I deserve it. Okay. Let's clean this up, do a quick recap, of course, from Friday into today. I think it's pretty much self-explanatory. We followed our bear target right to a T. Again, I'm tired of winning.
So much.
Yada. Yeah, not really winning at all. I'm just tired of being, drawing things on the screen, and of course, it lining up almost parallel. Anyway, so yeah, same thing happened today as well. I pointed this one out earlier that we were going to come up here and at least retest this before the end of the day. Here we are, end of the day. We're doing it. And it looks like we're probably going to see a little bit of a pullback into the market open in Japan, as they've already gotten into about 10:30 a.m. And you know what? Again, we pumped it up quite a bit today. And like I say every single day, if they pump it, we dump it. If we pump it, they dump it. If they dump it, we pump it. I mean, it's kind of like a Rob Peter, pay Paul scenario with one side of the planet to the other. And when we go sideways long enough, that's when it's really interesting, because no one is really willing to make that bet or move. So right now it looks like we're trying to consolidate and just kind of range around. It's only been up this range for about a week now, so that's bullish in its own right. We have another week to really confirm this level. To be honest, it's usually about 2 weeks to confirm a key level. So another week, I would be willing to just bet we're going to still be within this range. Maybe we touch 100K. Maybe that becomes our new top. But the slower and steady we progress upward, the better. The more time we spend in these ranges, the more support we have in these ranges. So I'm not like in a super hurry to say, oh, we're going to go to 100K. It's going to happen by the end of the week. It's likely, but I'm also very discontent with just hanging around these ranges for a little longer. May is starting on the first is going to be Thursday, so we got more than half the week to get through before the first of the month. The end of the month, we usually have sell-off. We already went through the last Friday of the month where all the options expire for Bitcoin. Bullish that we're still here at 95K, and we've already oversold everything. It's basically created a new bottom for next month. So very bullish for May, unless we have some large macro stuff. Then maybe the liquidity will go away. But until then, just hold on to your butts. It's going to be a wild ride. Bitcoin reclaiming 95K. Wow, guys, forever going back down to zero. It took literally like 2 minutes. Again, just trolling you guys. I'm just trolling. Anyway, of course, we're going to do our crypto chaos magic. We're going to clean up the charts. And we'll do some fun stuff as we normally do with the crypto chaos magic. Let's clean up this chart. Launchpad, of course, Launchpad was pointing to the area right there, of course, where we were going to bounce off a similar level, which, oh my god, I cannot believe how well that's set up. Just a little, we even got a little higher than that, which is even more bullish. Okay, moving on. I'm sick of I'm sick of bragging now for no reason. No one can predict where Bitcoin's going, guys. All right, so I think we're pretty much cleaned up here, and there we go. Oh yeah, and our super bearish target, we're just gonna move that back down here. Yeah, we'll roll that over there, that's fine. Of course, super bear target taking us down to the fire sale, sitting now currently at 76,700. Remember when the bear said we were going to go down to touch that fire sale target at $70,000, $69,000 Bitcoin, which has never happened ever, touching the previous all-time high after a U.S. election. Anyway, so yeah, just again, you got to put the bears in their place. Bad bear, bad. You stay at 95K. You stay at 90K. You just can't go back underneath this fire sale target. It's pretty well established now. Okay, so where we go from here? Where we go from here is we light the Bitcoin candle. We do the crypto chaos magic like we do every single night. It's crazy how well it works. I can't explain it, guys, other than, I can explain a little bit of it. Of course, every single day we look at the metrics. We go through the news, the headlines, the sentiment, overall sentiment for Bitcoin. And then we look at Bitcoin's volatility in the most common ranges, of course, being 3, 12, and 9. 3 numbers you just need to remember. In the other side of the world, in this side of the world, it don't matter. Eastern Standard Time, you know when the volatility is going to pop off. So yeah, with that all encompassing, Crypto Chaos Magic is just the icing on the cake to get us through our day and show us the way. Bitcoin candle has been lit. We do the seance on the altar. Krokpeos! We got fire and, of course, burning a little bit of Benny as a sacrifice. Bye-bye, Benny! Bye-bye! Set him fire on the altar and, idolize the moon a little bit. The moon. When moon? Well, maybe next week. We'll find out. All right. Crypto Chaos Magic has started. The ritual sticks are next. We're going to drop those on the map real quick on the chart. Ritual sticks are jumping right on there. So what do we do here is, of course, like those 3 time frames I mentioned, 3, 12, and 9. Those, of course, are representing the close, the intraday trading, and the open for this side of the world and the other side of the world, roughly, in most of its volatility captured in those 3 numbers. So in those 3 time frames. So yeah, I'm setting that right on top of 9 p.m. right now because, Japan's opening right now. Germany's about ready to open soon. China, I don't know what other, Beijing, Hong Kong, all of course, the large nations of the world starting to trade here right now. And right now it's looking pretty bullish. We just need to get a little bit higher and break above that 95.9, 95. Where is it set up? Yeah, right around 95. Yeah, it was like 95.9. Yeah, 95.9. Yeah, right there. Back testing, of course, the previous level we touched in the intraday trading today here in the United States. Oh, that was Friday. Never mind, that was Friday last week. Today we only touched right around 95.7. So we got to get back above that level, and I think Japan can do it. But if not, they're going to sell off, and we're going to retrace and then pump up again in the morning. And again, if we do not have any large macro black swan events, China comes out and says, "We're done talking to America. They're not talking to us. We're done talking with them. Their time of cooperation has ended." Something like that. I don't know. But anyway, just kind of throwing an idea out there. And a part of what we do every single night too is look at just every option. I don't know why. I'm really good with averages for some reason and probabilities. And of course, looking at every probability is exciting. So that's what we look at every single night. All right, so we already got our super bear target on the board, fit on there perfectly. Of course, going down there to reach that fire sale level. I don't think that's happening. Of course, that's satire. But we're going to, of course, get into where I think we're headed to in our 15 minutes. There we go. We're on the 15 minute. Here we go, guys. Here we go. So going back to the live heat map brought to you for free by Kimba, the White Snow Lion on YouTube, will show us that right now we're still sitting at that buy level of 90,000. Very, very strong. It's actually starting to get even greener above that too. At right around 92,000, maybe 93,000. It's hard to tell because it's not marked off and clear. I think that's 92.5, something like that, somewhere right in that range. So a lot of buy orders coming in, holding us up, propping us up there, putting in a new low, at least a little bit of minor support, I would say, or we call it, at our previous bounce level right there at 92.8. No, not 93.5. That's where it is, right there, 93.5. So 93.5 is kind of be our range between here and 96K. We got to break through, in or out. I don't care. I don't care which direction we go out of. We got to break through this in order for the entire range to be broken and invalidated. And again, the higher we go, the farther we're going to fall because it's still too early. We've only been here for about a week. I mean, roughly this range, we've only been in this range since the weekend. Friday. We broke out here and stuck on this higher range, little tiny bit of a leg up from last week on Tuesday. Yeah, so we're doing like these half-week ranges right now. It'd be actually kind of interesting to see if we get a similar leg up this week as well. Probably will play out something like that too, taking us higher to about 98, 99K, not quite 100K by the end of the week. Again, maybe Arizona actually starts buying, and then they start some crazy buying frenzy. I don't know. I can't tell you what they're going to announce next, what the world's going to take in, but I'm going to put that there just as an idea, and then we'll kind of move around that. I don't think it's going to happen today, though, but we'll probably get at least a retest up here and see if we can hold up in the evening hours. That's going to probably be our bull target or our super bull target tonight. Okay, so with that being said, guys, where are we headed? Well, into the tomorrow open is right here, 9 p.m. or 9 a.m. roughly for that, 9 p.m. resort right now. 9 a.m. right now for market open, the foreign markets. I'm going to say, we're going to get maybe some sort of bullish retest right here about 95.5. And then maybe a drop back down, reconsolidate, and then a dump over in the morning open. If we can get, again, more of a bullish push, right? So that's going to be kind of my bull scenario tonight. I don't think we're going to get much higher than that on our bull case scenario. Our super bull level, though, is definitely going to date higher than that. Although I'm not sure I'm really feeling super bullish right now. Again, no good market news for the stock market. Right now, we're still kind of trading a little bit in polarity with the stock market, even though we've decoupled now 3 times, 3 times this year. So yeah, I would not also be surprised as well if we just continue that trend and just completely decouple with, of course, the economic uncertainty. Yeah, we're going to do baseline target, trying to probably get up there, get denied, retest, and fall back down this level, and maybe do a little bit of a rebalance in the morning. That would be our baseline target, just kind of consolidating back down to 94K in the market open. Somehow, some way, right? So just doing something like that. And then we've got our bear case scenario. Our bear case scenario, well, yeah, immediately. Double top, boom, fall back down. Can't reclaim that level, try. Can't reclaim that level, try. Fall back down to 93. And I'm going to say we're going even lower. We're going to touch this back down here, 92.8. And that's going to be our bearish retest down there. And of course, it's probably going to, of course, continue upward after that tomorrow open. Because if we sell off enough, there's not much left for the assholes of America to dump. All right, so let's make all that red for our bearish prediction. And then our Super Bowl scenario playing out like this. And again, this has happened 3 times. It followed our Super Bowl scenario. So I would not be totally surprised that it did play out this way, but I'm not betting on it. Yeah, so we're going to double top, break out, and just slowly chip on up, back up to about 96.9 by the end of the market close for the rest of the foreign markets, and then sell off in the morning in America. That would be our Super Bowl target. I don't think that's likely, highly unlikely. So I'm thinking tonight, again, I tell you my two biggest outlooks every single night. How the hell did our super bear? I'm gonna have to redraw this thing. I don't like it lining up like that. I'll redraw the super bear. I'm feeling more like baseline bullish tonight. I don't think I'm feeling very bearish, even though last night we played out bearish. It played out bearish. I don't think it's gonna play out bearish tonight. Not with all the crazy stuff happening, but Michael Seller just bought a ridiculous amount. We just had I think it was like one of the most record-breaking days for purchasing and inflows of Bitcoin today. I'm like, insane. All right, so super bear target. I gotta have the fire sale. There we go. Fire sale target. Boom. Touch the fire sale target. Yay. We hit $76,000 Bitcoin and we climb back up. That, of course, being the super bear target that is least likely to happen anytime soon. All right, so guys, I got a prediction out there from every kind of Bitcoiner on the planet right now. I'm feeling again more bullish / base case for the morning. So let me know what you guys think in the chat. How are you feeling? I'm bullish, man. I feel like $100,000 Bitcoin any day this week. I'm just really hope it's later than sooner, just because I really want Bitcoin to stabilize around this level and create some more support. But make it happen any day now. 100,000 a day out of Bitcoin. It's only $5,000 away. It's nothing. We've watched it move $10,000 in a 24-hour period. It's literally nothing. It's gonna happen before you know it. All right, so yeah, that's what I'm looking at today, guys. And of course, I will update this with you guys as I will be running this all night and all day tomorrow with the price predictions in the morning as well. All right, so what else is going on in the chat tonight? What have I been ignoring? I was just thinking all the gummy bears with the clear, yeah, yes, all the gummy bears, all the Slurpees, right? All the ices, all the drinks, like every soda. Yeah, pretty much with all the dyes, right? All the dyes, but all the countries in the world aren't using the food dyes like we are in America, though. I mean, they're able to do it without doing that. It's just not as profitable because they're not artificial, and of course synthetic. Taste the same though, says Matt Adam. Exactly. Upside down face. I wonder if you search a meme coin, if they search that at least, maybe. Oh, that's a good one. You know what? I'm gonna do that right before we go. What if we search meme coins? It looks like Bitcoin's breaking out right now, heading back towards 95,160. We might see our Super Bowl target after all, guys. It's headed right that direction right now. I can't even stop, guys. We're getting into the no sleep zone. At some point, I'm going to be doing all-nighters. It's going to happen because I won't be able to sleep. We're going to be out trading together, I'm sure. I have been planning on this for years. I'm so excited. Okay, so, and happy that I don't have a job right now. Okay, so yeah, we're going to look at Google Trends real quick, because I'm curious, too, about that. If the normies are looking up meme coins. Google Trends for the normies. Normies for the win. Follow the normies, you follow the money. That's what I always say. Let's see, meme coins. Boom. Meme coin search results. This is weird. Past day, they're just spiking intraday random times. What the world? Going from 0 to 100 or something? What the hell? Past day, past 7 days. Yikes. This is a mess. This is a mess, guys. It's basically 0 to 75. 0 to 75. Wow, this is some weird shit. So yeah, maybe the normies are getting back into meme coins. I know that the wallet addresses for Doge have been more active now in the past 2 months. So there is a little bit of that playing out, but yeah, I don't know. It's really hard to take a look at these and figure it out. The last 30 days, it looks like at the beginning of April, they came back harder, at least. 95 April 10th, and then 96 in April 24th. Coming back down a little bit now, but yeah, I think you're right. I think the normies might be coming in via meme coins, showing at least some interesting over time in Google searches history. I think a lot of it is, we talked about this last live too. I think it was, or this morning, I forget. We were talking about how most people still don't understand that you can still buy Satoshis. They think you have to buy an entire Bitcoin. So right out the gate, they're not really interested in buying an entire buying any Bitcoin, purchasing any, or DCing into Bitcoin, at least until they learn a little more about the space. So that'd be my guess there. All right, guys. So I'm excited. 95.3. We're breaking through. Look at this. We just gotta go a little higher. Another retest. This is what's gonna, of course, make or break it. Retesting earlier than I even predicted. So this will probably come back down, and we can actually look at a. I didn't even draw it out. I'm so used to these damn charts. I didn't even draw out, of course, a pendant. Of course, taking us to the time it would break out. That's why I draw these lines. Same thing, right? The ritual sticks and of course the pendants always end up like clockwork on top of the most volatile time frame. I don't make it up, guys. It happens every single time I draw a line. It's just the thing. Just happens. Just happens to be that way. So right now we're breaking to the top of that channel. Yeah, if we can get a little higher and see if we can get a retest beforehand, we won't have to wait and play out this whole move, right? This whole swiggly nonsense we normally do every single day. So hopefully, if I can get like a white brush on there, it'd be nice to not have a red one. There we go, white brush. Okay, so yeah, it'll probably play out something like this again on all of these predictions again against that bull pendant, right? So watching for that pendant to break out. Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of what's going on with Bitcoin right now. Looking bullish. Looking bullish. All right, guys. What else we got in the chat before we go? Bitcoin sideways for structure. Slow and steady is the way. Yes, yes, Milk Money. It's the way up. Would be nice. It would definitely be nice. I definitely want more support for Bitcoin. Heidegger says, it's bullish that Bitcoin is developing support at these levels. Good. And we are going sideways for a bit. 100% there, my guys. Guys, you guys get it, man. I love you. You guys are awesome. What else we got here? We didn't cover yet. Who am I kidding? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, looking at the meme coin stuff. Funny, I chose the meme before 2007. When did crypto come out? Interesting. You chose what? You chose Bitcoin before the meme coins. So did I. So did I. But yeah, Bitcoin came out in 2008. The first transaction you could purchase Bitcoin 2009-ish, and then of course the meme coins rolled out. I think Doge was the first meme coin. I mean, as a joke, 2010 maybe, somewhere around that range. So yeah, something like that. What else we got here? Shark Tank is right. Shark Tank, follow the money. Yeah, follow the money. Follow the money. They say that on Shark Tank, Mr. Wonderful and all that. I never really got to really watch that show. Everything that is happening right now is for a reason, says Crypto Boz. Yes, 100%. Times are changing and the season's changing. Crypto summer has begun. Meme coin versus meme coins has more results on Google Trends. Interesting. Yeah. Well, I guess we should have looked at too. Well, maybe next time. Maybe next time. Crypto Boz, my name. Jesus. My name. Google your name. Oh, God. All right, don't Google your name, guys. You'll never like what you find. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. But if I don't see you tonight, we're also going to be over there at Crypto Futures, hanging out with them again tonight as well. It's Monday. Yep, Monday we're doing, of course, the lives. Hopefully he's got his, yeah, Rob's been struggling with his voice. He was about losing his voice again. Hopefully he's been able to get a little bit of a break. Before 2007, says Crypto Boz. Crypto Boz. All right, I will catch you guys tomorrow morning. Market open into madness, and yeah, I will see you there. So be square, stay safe. Don't do anything stupid. Don't sell coins before the bull run. I will catch you then. Later. Oh man, oh boy, it's coming, guys. What is up with my cameras today? Oh no, nothing's working. What are we doing? Oh no. And Q credits now. Nothing's working tonight, guys. Oh no. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Later.
Fly me to the moon, let me trade a montage. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, hold my king. Oh! In other words, let's make history.
It has begun. It is our time. We shall hodl into the storm. Let's go. All right, guys. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the stream tonight. I added a pedal, and like I can like switch on and switch off like the cameras and all that thing, those sort of things through my foot. That way I can start playing my guitar. But no, it don't work. It don't work. I still gotta click things, so I'm still trying to figure it out. But anyway, I'll catch you guys later or tonight, whenever. I'll see things. Stay safe, do all the things, and yeah. Later, guys.
Bet.